So I'm going to be talking about what I don't like about Call of Duty Vanguard. And having played for the entire weekend for over 12-ish hours, I'm starting to take off the rose-tinted glasses and seeing the game for what it really is. And maybe this will help you make a decision as well. So right now, the game is full of bugs, lots and lots of bugs that are really, really frustrating. So there's visual bugs, there's parties disbanding bugs, there's the game's just disconnecting bugs. What else? We got challenge bugs, which are really annoying. So if you're trying to do camo challenges and go for that atomic Damascus, whatever, a lot of the challenges aren't actually working, especially one with like assassin. There's no assassin perk, but they're asking you to do it. So they're asking you to do like point blank sniper kills. Those are actually a bug. So there are a lot of game breaking bugs in the game right now that can be particularly frustrating, especially if you play on PC, so watch out for that. Speaking of all these bugs, there isn't really a lot of communication happening from Sledgehammer. I kind of gave them the benefit of the doubt over the weekend because like, hey, you know what? Maybe it's the weekend, they're not working, they'll deal with it later. But they came back after the weekend, after everyone was suffering, and they just said, yo, new playlist update, Blitz on Zone, hey, check me out. I'm like, wow. Looks like we're getting Treyarched, guys. You know how it always is. During the beta, they're also open. Then launch, they're always open. And then right after that, they just go silent. Radio silence. I'm so sick of the developers giving us radio silence all the time. And it's just super frustrating. And maybe that's just going to be something that we have during the beginning of this life cycle. Hopefully they become more open. But it's kind of annoying that they're not addressing some of the server issues and bugs that are in the game that should be fixed right now. The game is also suffering from Jimmy Neutron syndrome. You may have seen my short on that. Jimmy Neutron syndrome meaning that they are creating solutions to problems that they have already created. So, for example, there's a perk called Dauntless, okay? So Dauntless is a perk that reduces or makes you super immune to all movement suppression techniques. Why didn't you just not have those in the game in the first place? Why do we have to have suppression in the first place? Not that it's annoying to be suppressed, I get it, but like, why did you go through all the effort to make a perk that counteracts something that shouldn't even be in the game? So that's dumb. They have another thing called accuracy. So I thought accuracy was just like, maybe you just get less recoil or something like, or less horizontal recoil. And it's funny because you look in the stats, it actually is less recoil. But according to exclusive aids, there's actually bloom. There's actually bloom during your ADS. So when you're shooting at long ranges, you'll be missing even though you're on target. And I think that is completely stupid. I don't like that. Like, why do you have to have the problem of having ADS bloom and then solving it with accuracy? So that's pretty dumb. There's another perk they have in there. What the hell is it called? There's one where there's a perk that lets you use equipment faster, but why is that even a thing in the first place? Why don't you just make it so the equipment is faster? So when you use stim, for example, it's like super slow, and then after you take out stim, you can't shoot for a long time. So if you equip this perk on the gun, you can shoot normally after stim shotting. So why? Like, why is that in the game? I don't understand. Like, why don't you just make it normal by default? So like, I feel like they're running sunk cost fallacy at this point. It's like, well, we already have it in the game, so we don't want to take it out. It's more taboo to take things out rather than to add things in. So that's dumb. It's this weird illusion of choice that they're kind of giving us. But I think in terms of like attachments for the guns themselves, like the barrels and the muzzles, I really like that. And I really like how you have so much choice and that there's really no best class setup. It really is how you want to build your gun, and everything is kind of viable because of the TTK. But at the same time, the perks and the proficiencies are answering questions that have already been answered before in previous titles. So I don't understand. I don't know why they're doing that. It's just to make themselves look cool. I have to hold this mic up. So if you're planning to go for atomic camo, aka Damascus animated camo, it's just daunting. And I said in my review I was going to go for atomic, and now that I'm thinking about it, like, just attempting to do the launchers alone is so annoying. Like, I can't even imagine trying to do them. I got one UAV kill, and I think it's easy for some people, but for me it's just super hard and it's super random, and I don't like that. On top of that, the weapons themselves are such a long grind. And it's almost as long as Cold War. When Cold War came out, it was super hard to level weapons. It was so long. I remember spending all my coupons, spending all my time just leveling the weapons just so I can get the camo challenges done. And having 70 per level is just insane, dude. Like, just insane. I haven't even gotten a single weapon past 50. and I've been playing the game for so long, and I can feel myself being manipulated by the game. It feels kind of scummy to play it, but at the same time, I'm still having fun playing it because it's such an enjoyable core gameplay experience. I just love everything about the core gameplay. I love it a lot, but the grind, the MMO feeling of just grinding so long just to get something done, just so you can unlock the process of getting something done is really, really just annoying. I think the only way for you to like do the camo challenges is to do them while you're leveling the guns. You can't go level the guns and then do them after. That's just going to be so draining. And the worst part about it is the camos aren't even that great. Like the gold camo looks like dicks. The diamond camo is probably the best one. And the atomic doesn't look good at all. Like considering the grind you have to do for it, it doesn't look good at all. Like dark ether, bro, that shit looked awesome. That's why I wanted to do it. And that's why I ended up doing it, because it looked great. But the dark ether in zombies in this mode is trash. It's so ugly. Like, but I'm considering getting it because it's the only one that's like actually viable to do. We'll talk about zombies in another video, but it's actually the only one that's viable to do, because everything else just seems like more like luck, and that's just super annoying. And the worst part about it is the longer I take to do those launchers, the harder it's going to get, because the player base will go down eventually, and it's going to be harder to find matches, harder to find blitz matches, and it's just going to be even more frustrating to even get started on it. So I feel like I have to do it now, or maybe I should just give up on it and just go for diamond everything and just do launchers way down the line and just go for dark ether. It's just frustrating because it's just so grindy for no reason. Well, actually there is a reason, but it's just so grindy. So with that being said, the game is good. It's a good game. It has a really, really great foundation. It has a lot of content. However, in the 3 days that I've played it already, I'm already slowly getting bored of it. Like I'm already like, okay, this is more of the same, and it doesn't feel like a brand new experience. And I know that's so ironic to say, because I was so excited for World War II in a whole new setting. Like, it's different. Yes, it is. But at the same time, it just feels like the same experience, which is what they want. And it's smart, but there's nothing really keeping it fun because it's just so grindy. It becomes mind-numbing really, really quickly. So I can't really enjoy the game for what it is. Maybe I just got to step back, smell the roses, and just enjoy the game for what it is. But right now, I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great about it. That being said, I'm going to hop on and log on right now and play some games because I'm addicted psychologically to it. Oh, yeah. Last thing. There are so many freaking hackers in this game. It is so annoying. I had a bunch of games where there's at least 1 or 2 hackers, and then one game where the hackers were literally like bragging that they got 100 kills, and then another game where there was literally 4 of them in one lobby. So that is a big one for me. Ricochet is not working right now, and it sucks because I know that Vanguard is not going to get Ricochet for a long time, because they wrote coming soon, bro. They wrote coming soon. Warzone comes December 5th, but Vanguard is coming soon, bro. That's gonna be like April. I'm telling you, it's gonna be April. Let's just expect April, because when it's April and it comes earlier, it'll be happy. Don't expect shit, okay? But right now, the game is becoming more and more unplayable because of the hackers. And don't tell me to get a PS4, because I like my PC. But anyway, guys, that's all. I'm done. Goodbye.